Alright guys, this is the KWA M4A1 versus the G36C video. I've been getting a lot of messages, people asking me. I can't decide between which gun, which one should I get, which one's better, so I figured instead of just answering all, I just make a video of each, talking about each gun, the goods and bads of each gun when you get it. So that way it help people decide which gun they want to get. So let's go ahead and get the guns. Yeah, pretty nice. I'll start off with, I guess I'll go ahead and start off with the bad. The bad things that I don't like about the M4A1 carbine. I don't like the battery compartment in the gun at all. It is extremely hard to get the battery in without getting frustrated. I don't like the fact that it doesn't come with rails. G36C does come with rails. Lots of rails. The M4A1 is not as compact as the G36C. G36C is perfect for close quarters battle, long range, assault, any of that. Whereas the M4 is mainly long range and assault. It's not really. I mean, even with the stock folded, hold on a second. Even with the stock folded, it's still, you know, let's see, comparison, how big, see, barrel's still longer, pretty big compared to the G36C, so it's hard to do some close quarter situations with it. A good thing and a bad thing about the M4A1 is full metal. The full metal feature is nice. It makes it, you know, adorable and all that good stuff. Full metal guns are just better, but they scratch easily, whereas the G36C doesn't scratch like hardly at all, unless you get a freaking knife and like start carving into it, then it might scratch. But yeah, I've dropped this gun like 3 times in an airsoft war, and it didn't scratch it at all, and I just picked it up, brushed it off, and it was fine. And whereas, hold on, I'll turn the gun over, hold on. Whereas the M4A1, I didn't even drop it, and yet it has a scratch right there. That little white thing has a scratch on it. I don't even know how that happens. So yeah, it scratches real easily. At night games, if you're in a place that's cold, full metal guns get really cold. Unless I recommend you have gloves if you want to have these guns in a cold place, because they can get pretty cold. But that's about it about the M4. Things I don't like about the G36C: plastic, blah plastic. It's pretty much encased in plastic. Very little metal on it. The handguard is extremely crap plastic. Like you can see, it's not even the same color as the rest of the gun. But it is, unlike most G36Cs, this one has a large battery compartment, so you can put a large battery in it. Whereas the M4, you can only put a small battery, so that's a plus for the G36C. It comes with rails already on the sides, the bottoms, and the top. That's another plus. But it isn't LiPo ready like the M4 is, so that's a plus for the M4. Like I said, hold on, let me fold the stock. Let me check this out. And then the mag falls out. Good God. Hold on, let me get the mag. But yeah, you see how small it gets. It gets pretty freaking small. Which is awesome for close quarters situations. I've used it like that sometimes before. I've had to fold the stock before to be able to fit into certain close quarter situations that me and my friends did, and I couldn't have done that with the M4. So the design and the compactness of this gun is an extreme plus. Like, it can do anything for any like situation possible. Besides the fact that it's being plastic, this mag cannot latch on to other G36C mags like it's supposed to, because the holes in the bolts on the other side are bigger than all the other ones, all the other G36C mags, so it can't. That feature is completely useless. The selector switch works okay. As you can tell, there's that clicking sound. which is pretty good, and it's got a selector switch on both sides, whereas the M4 only has it on one side. One thing, a good thing about the G36C mag is it's see-through, so you can actually see how much ammo you have left in it. Unlike the M4, you just gotta kind of rattle it around and estimate how much ammo is in it. But besides that, that's it. That's all I don't like about the G36C. One thing about the M4, I'll go ahead and say off the bat, the accuracy is overrated. It's not, people's like, oh, it's so much more accurate than the G36C because of the longer barrel and all this stuff. Well, that's not true. It's really not. They're about the same accuracy, range, feet per second. Actually, the M4 actually does shoot a good 10-20 feet per second higher than the G36C does. But accuracy and range wise, they're both the same. But that's about it. Besides the fact that this one can hold a LiPo battery, it shoots faster. Everything else, they're the same. It's just the style of the gun that, you know, you would prefer. So I'm going to go ahead and prefer, for people that are newcomers and new to airsoft looking for their first high-end $300 AEG, to get the G36C. It's newcomer friendly. It's way easier to use. It comes with rails on it to mount accessories. The hop-up comes zeroed in. You don't even have to adjust the hop-up. The M4, the hop-up does have to be adjusted when you get it, and the you have to adjust the sights a little too. But this gun right here, you can just pop a battery in it, and you know you're ready to shoot. Whereas this one takes a lot of adjustments and getting used to. I'd recommend the M4 to experienced players, airsoft veterans, if you want to call it that. People that's already had a $200, $300 high-end AEG, and you're ready to upgrade to a better, higher quality, better performance gun, then you should get this gun, because it has a lot of options you can deal with. It's got a lot of cool features, stuff that experienced players would find awesome. But that's about it. Two awesome guns. The G36C has actually came down to $265 on some websites now, so that's a plus. It's actually cheaper than the M4 now. I'm gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna do a performance shooting test, show you the accuracy difference, how fast each one shoots, get you a look at that. But overall, I recommend G36C to newcomers. Even if you're experienced, you still would like the G36C. But the M4, I mean, newcomers could get it and everything, but you'd be better off with the G36C. But yeah, peace.